Mr. Shimon Perez. You may be seated. We have a very long 2 days in front of us, so let's go directly into the business. I'm very happy to have next to me Dr. Kallen, the CEO of Buddha Media. Dr. Kallen, can you try to receive him in a better way? After all, the DLD is the product of Buddha Media. Dr. Kallen. Dr. Kallen, you may throw your underwear to the crowd if you want. No? Okay. This is the fourth time that we are doing DLD in Tel Aviv. This year it will be average. I didn't see our beloved mayor. Mr. Mayor, can you raise and bow elegantly to the crowd? Good.
There's more exercise in it.
This year, the event is going to be an average event because it will be better than last year's event, but much less good of next year's event. So we are happy to have you. We have a very loaded program. Before I give the microphone to Mr. Kallen, I want to announce 3 things. Number one, all of you are invited to come to Rothschild Boulevard today afternoon, 6, 7 o'clock. There will be tons of events. You can get the program for this afternoon. Tomorrow, 7:30, at the beach next to the American Embassy, a morning walk with Mayor Huldai from there to the Tachana, where you will be able to get croissant and coffee. Mr. Mayor, please write it in your calendar. Tomorrow evening, after the Meet the Leaders, a beach party at Clara. Everybody is invited. And after the, you see, I told you, they want parties, they don't want content. And now to a few words from Mr. Kallen.
Dear Mr. President, dear Mr. Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here, and thanks for preparing Israel in such a great way and fashion. We had a very rainy, dark, and cold summer in Europe. Coming here today, seeing that weather is simply great. I would like to thank especially those of you who traveled far, because after that summer here in Israel, I think it was not normal that everybody really came, and we owe you. And it really shows that you have passion for the region, and thanks for coming. I would like to thank Yossi. I think in the meantime, Yossi became the most important ambassador for Israel, and at the same time, globally, the most important ambassador for any digital innovation and digital innovation event. Thank Yossi for doing all that. And I think turning this into a festival is a great, innovative idea of you and your team. I would like to thank Orly and Ruti for preparing all this. It always looks like having been improvised, but I know it's a long period of time, it's long work after that, and it's very thorough working before to make such an event happen. Thanks for doing that for us. Most of you have been asking me yesterday, what's about Steffi, where is she? She's heart and soul of the DLD as well, as you know. She's doing fine. She's already preparing for the winter event. So she did send me to stand up here. She will be here tomorrow, and we'll see all of you. So don't worry, everything is okay with Steffi. We are meeting in a startup nation, and if you would like to understand more about that, you should read the book of Saul Singer. He did a very good analysis of what does it mean, what is the secret source of the economy in Israel. Great book. I think all of us, we feel like startup entrepreneurs one way or the other. There are many dimensions how you can feel like a startup entrepreneur. I yesterday learned from President Paris that innovation in science and technology can improve the world more than any political organization, than any political meeting. This innovation is driven by entrepreneurs, especially by startup entrepreneurs. So maybe this is not only a fun event, maybe it's even an important event. Thanks for having us and giving back to Yossi.
Thank you. If you know how to read the German sentence, the sentence about improvisation meant, how come you are doing the event in such a sloppy way? But that's okay, that's perfect. I would like to join Mr. Kallen on the thanks to Steffi, which she really initiated the whole thing. She will come here, she will be here tomorrow morning at 10:30. When she comes, all of you should scream very loudly, "We love you, Steffi." We are now going to make a first exercise. When I count to 3, all of you scream, "We love you, Steffi." 1, 2, 3.
We love Steffi.
Not so good enough. Again, 1, 2, 3.
We love Steffi.
Okay, we will make more rehearsal. I would like again to mention the great cooperation we have with the city of Tel Aviv, which is our major partner, and thank you very much for ornamenting the whole city with DLD. Hey, you should do it better, because otherwise I'm not going to do it next year. How about screaming, "We love you, Ron"? 1, 2, 3.
We love you, Ron.
Okay, and we have our other big supporters here, and why don't you only show us with whom help we were able to put it together? Can you please show our...
Sure, the Umite, great sponsor and partner.
Well.
Who else? See all those names written here?
Yeah, all our sponsors are on the board. Thank you very much. Without
Thank
you,
you very
we were
much,
not able
Facebook,
to do
Walla, PwC, the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, and all the other mentioned here. Without you, we couldn't have done it.
Yeah, and this year, as Mr. Kallen mentioned, is a record year. 1,300 people from abroad, 67 countries, thousands and thousands and thousands of Israelis are taking part in the other event. I would like to finish by mentioning that we went out of our way to create almost 70 events which are free for everybody to register and to go, in order to enable the thousands of Israelis to enjoy our guests from abroad who are unable to be accommodated in the Tachana because of the limitation. Yesterday, the CTO of Amazon told us to their event only 3,000 Israelis registered, which is like amazing number. Now, Orly, you have to tell me what I have to do next.
Okay, you have to enter them into the vibe of Tel Aviv. I mean, we prepared something very special for them.
Yeah, okay, so now, before we invite the mayor to greet you, we are going to show you a little video which will give you the feeling and the vibe of Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is the first startup which was created here, and it's the longest startup, and the entrepreneur, the startupist who is now running the operation is Mr. Huldai. Video, please.
Oh, good morning. Don't worry. As you see, I have my pants now. And I'm happy to welcome you all to Tel Aviv during our Innovation Week. You have chosen a perfect city to discuss technology and innovation in the heart of Israel's startup nation. Tel Aviv-Yafo is the home of 700 early-age startups, hundreds of established tech companies, global R&D centers, and many meetups and conferences. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, there is a reason why the game of mascot, which we just saw on the film, in the video clip, is so popular in Israel. You know why? No. Because to play mascot is like to creating a startup. You have to be fast, you have to be focused, and most importantly, you have to be a team player. Mascot is the only game in the world where you don't have to beat your opponent, but rather continue playing. They say that good entrepreneurs are usually good mascot players. There is only one way to find out if this is true. So who is volunteer to try? Where is the mascot? Yeah.
2 volunteers, come on.
2 volunteers.
We have 1, another entrepreneur. Yeah, we have 2. Please welcome Eran and Hilah for a mascot play.
Now you see how to play mascot. Yay! Bravo! This was the second startup of the city of Tel Aviv. Ladies and gentlemen, on serious note, there is a lot of talk about Israeli technology and the great wealth and the fortune that it brings into the country. This is true, but not for everyone. While many people and companies in Israel enjoy prosperity, there are many more that do not enjoy the fruits of our startup nation. We in the municipality of Tel Aviv-Yafo see our role as making technology and innovation accessible to all. And we focused a great deal both on education and on making municipal services innovative. We have spread free Wi-Fi in our streets. We open municipal data to developers. We have very sophisticated urban apps. And if you ask me what excited me most, then the answer is technology that it meant to truly improve the lives of people. This is why the DLD conference is the center of the very large event, Innovation Week in Tel Aviv-Yafo. And this week exposed high-tech to tens of thousands of Israelis in the public sphere. This is our main mission. And one more short word. I know that for some of you, coming to Israel after a very troubling summer might cause hesitation. So I'm happy you did not hesitate, and I'm happy you have come here, and I see it as a sign of confidence and friendship. So thank you all. Enjoy the Innovation Week and find good partners. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, Mr. Mayor, I'm not going to play any mascot today, but it's my real pleasure to be here with you this morning and to see such a large, distinguished crowd from the Israeli high-tech community. Everyone is here, innovators, investors, managers from the leading technology firms, and of course, respected foreign delegations. I'm happy to welcome you to DLD Tel Aviv. You are all in testament to the strength and resilience of the Israeli high-tech community. It is important to note that Israel is third after Canada and China in the foreign countries listed on the NASDAQ. It feels like every month brings us a new IPO breakthrough. FinTech, cyber, healthtech, cleantech, biotech. If field as tech in it, there is probably an Israeli startup at the forefront. Israel was and still a technology giant based on skilled, educated, and talent human capital exporting its creative and innovative solution to the whole world. The high-tech industry is Israel's economic cornerstone. It represents about 20% of the GDP and about a third of our export. Israel has consolidated its position as a Silicon Wadi, and we at Leumi are the leading Israeli bank supporting and financing this industry. We have actually succeeded in changing the paradigm that only a small portion of the financing activity was being done by Israeli institutions. We have established the subsidiary Leumi Tech, which will serve as a home for the Israeli high-tech and improve the value proposition of the Leumi Group worldwide. We are located from Palo Alto, New York, Tel Aviv, and even UK, the centers of the high-tech in the world. We have set ourselves a simple but very powerful vision to lead in proactive and innovative banking for the customer. We lead the field of investment in digital and also in retail and business customer experience. We work closely with the high-tech industry, venture capital, and investors in Israel and abroad, shortening time from initiative to implementation. I wish us all a very interesting and fruitful conference in the DLD. Shana Tova and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Mr. Brodet.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you, and especially to all of these friends that arrived from all over the world. I am honored and privileged to open the first day of Tel Aviv DLD. This is the second year for the stock exchange in Tel Aviv that we are doing it, and I believe that we can call it a tradition. I welcome all the high-tech representatives who are here and will take part in this colorful and vital event that leading and conducting by my friend Yossi Vardi that nobody can compete him. We promise to do our best in supporting and escorting companies from its very early stage until they become solid, valuable, and well-established part of Israel economy. I hope to see you all become a part of the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange indexes in the very near future. For the opening of the bell ceremony, I'm glad to invite to the stage first Mr. Shimon Peres, former president of the State of Israel and my former and respected boss. Second, Dr. Paul Bernhard-Kallen, CEO of Brodet Media, the entrepreneur of the global DLD. Then, of course, someone that I don't need to introduce, Mr. Yossi Vardi, the chairman of this great festival. Second, the next one is Mr. David Brodet, my colleague and old friend, the chairman of Bank Leumi. Now I would like to invite Mr. Ron Huldai, the mayor of Tel Aviv, and then Mr. Guy Preminger, partner in PwC. Last and not least, my dear friend and colleague in Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, Yossi Beinart, the COO of Tel Aviv Stock Exchange.